up this morning and heard the TV saying something about disaster.
Hey guys, this is Isabella Jaii, and in today's video, as you guys can see by the title, as we all know, I have been documenting my weight loss journey on the internet for a while now. And in 2022, I was doing very well for myself. And then within that time, I ended up gaining, I don't even think I ever told y'all, but I ended up gaining over 60 pounds within the past 2 years. And it has been so hard for me to lose the weight again for a plethora of reasons. I already addressed what was going on with me. I had a bad situationship that I was in, and then also right after that I did decide to get back in the gym, but then I injured my knee, child. Okay, doing the most. And then also right after that I did 75 hard, and then after 75 hard I relapsed real bad. And honestly, I have been meaning to like get back to posting consistently online for the past 2 years, and honestly for real this year. But the issue with me posting online consistently has been the embarrassment that I just feel from gaining the weight back. Because I feel like for you to grow on social media and your whole, oh my goodness, how do I say this? And I just pray I don't get emotional, because that's the thing. That's how much of a toll it's taking on me. And that's why I've sat back for this long. But like, for me to post my weight loss journey on social media and for me to not lose any weight, though I know it is realistic to gain the weight back, it has been so embarrassing for me to like try to take action and then fail, and then try to take action and then fail. Because I dealt with and still deal with perfectionism to this day. Like, I be feeling like, dang, like I just need to have it all together. And like, when I was doing 75 hard, I realized it wasn't about that. But like, even after 75 hard, like I fell into another rut. So it was just like really difficult to navigate through that. But now I am out of the rut, so I'm posting to social media again. But the thing about posting to social media now is that I am still getting hate comments. So over the past few years, I have gotten hate comments, and it is just what it is. Like, I'm kind of used to it now, but it does suck to get a hate comment when you're actually trying. And so I noticed every single time in the past when I would like fall off and then come back and then fall off and then come back, like somebody will always have a hate comment like, oh, I've been following you for X amount of time, why haven't you lost weight yet? Like, what's up, what's the tea? I mean, some comments are genuine, but some comments have just gotten to me. Like, somebody else said something to me the other day like, you still haven't lost weight, and I'm just like, whoa. The point is, from getting those hate comments, it got to me, and it made me not want to share my journey online. But I had to realize, like, that's nothing but the enemy. That's nothing but like people who just really don't understand me, or really just don't maybe understand what it's like to even be overweight or to have gained weight, because life, you know, just happens, and like how you decide to handle life is different from somebody else. So my coping mechanism, unfortunately, is overeating, and it is also emotional eating. And for me, like, that's something that I was overcoming in the past, and like I have to overcome it again. But like, because I know who I serve, because I know that Jesus Christ is King, you know, he's Lord, he sits on the throne, I know I'm good. But at the end of the day, like, still having to move forward and knowing that, like, yes, my faith is in the Lord, but I also have to put the work in, has been the thing. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, these past few weeks I have not wanted to put that work in because I was devastated. But it's okay, because now that I said I'm out of my rut, I'm making this video because I'm gonna talk to you guys about what I'm going to do to lose the weight. Now listen, if you guys are new here and you did not know who I am, my name is Isabella. I go by Isabella Jaii, and I lost over 100 pounds doing the ketogenic diet and intermittent fasting. So I do not necessarily like promote keto. Like, I don't think that it's like something that you should have to do for the rest of your life. But like, I really did like the basics of keto. Like, you cut out the sugar, you lower your carb intake, and the only thing that I just didn't like was the fact that I just couldn't have fruit, because, you know, fruit has sugar in it and it has carbs. But the basis of the diet, which is, you know, increasing your protein, increasing your fat, and then also, you know what I'm saying, again, cutting out that sugar, my body responded to that so well. I'm talking about, like, I lost 100 pounds. I maintained that 100-pound weight loss for 3 years. Now, the reason why I did not lose weight further was also because at that time I was still dealing with my same habits. They were just lessened. I had a little bit more discipline. I was a lot more active. So now I am getting back into being more active again, because honestly, y'all, your mood really does change when you're active anyway. And so here are a few tips for if you gained weight and you feeling bad and you like, dang, how do I get back to it? This this is the video for you, okay? This is the video for you. You need to listen to these tips because I'm about to do these tips and we can lock in together. So my first tip is to be active, and more specifically, I want you to walk more. So over the summer, I did 75 hard, and with doing 75 hard, the one thing that I prioritized out of everything was walking. And for the summer before 75 hard, I went from doing 2,000 steps a day to 10,000 steps a day, and sometimes surpassing that. And it was a gradual thing. Like, I don't want y'all to think that you have to go from 2,000 steps to 10,000 steps overnight, because even right now for me, getting back into the gym is really difficult because of the weight that I have gained. And then also, I will say, from walking so much over the summer, I actually lost a lot of muscle mass. I used to have a lot of muscle mass that I just no longer have, especially in these past few months, because I was just honestly sitting on my behind. So with that being said, since I've been just sitting down and I haven't done much, I'm trying to, you know, slowly get back into, you know, doing them steps again. So I did try recently to go from my little 2,000 and under to 10K. And I did do 9,000 the other day, but I didn't get to 10,000. I just want to say that I have gradually been getting back into doing more steps a day. So my average is just 7,000 for real. But I'm actually going to challenge myself to do 8,000 because I feel like 8,000 is doable. 8,000 is literally 3 miles. Like, I'm literally cutting a mile off. So like 10 miles from, not 10 miles. Oh, baby. 10,000 steps is 4 miles for me, and 8,000 steps is 3 miles for me. So naturally, I would just like to go to 5,000, which I feel like 5,000 to 6,000, I feel like is just 2 miles a day. But I know for a fact that I can get back to 10,000. I just need 2 weeks. So I'm giving myself 2 weeks to really get used to just being more active again and just walking more. And the ways that I'm walking more is by going to the mall. And I'm saying this specifically because I know that we are in our winter months, and I know that it's a lot colder. And I know that for me personally, I like going outside. And because over the summer I had went outside to do all of my walking, I really didn't want to go back to the gym and get on a treadmill, because going on a treadmill isn't the same as it would be to just walk, you know what I'm saying, like in your everyday life. So I don't have like a regular job to go into, so like I do work from home. So 9 times out of 10, I'm just not gonna want to get up and go outside because it's cold. So that was like my alternative that I do recommend to you guys. I will say, just because I don't like going on a treadmill doesn't mean I just don't. I do get on a treadmill, but I am trying to slowly build my way back up on the treadmill, because going on the treadmill is very different again from walking in your everyday life. So if I do the treadmill for 10 minutes, I'm gonna do the treadmill for 10 minutes. If I do the treadmill for 5 minutes, I'm gonna do the treadmill for 5 minutes. Like, at the end of the day, I want y'all to really just work on what you can do in that moment, because I feel like if you're anything like me, you probably want to go from 0 to 100, and that's just not how progress works. You have to go from 0 to 1, from 1 to 2, from 2 to 3. The same way that you know, gain the weight is the same way that you're gonna lose it. It's gotta be gradual. Like, it don't just happen overnight. Like, you definitely gotta do a series of things before you can get to where you need to go. So I just really want to challenge y'all to just be active and to start walking and to start doing any form of cardio. So number 2, take that water intake up. You might not be drinking no water. You might only be thirsty in the morning and only thirsty at night. That's a lie. You're convincing yourself that you don't need no water, but 9 times out of 10, every time that you eat, you're probably thirsty. So I really want y'all to challenge yourselves to drink at least a gallon a day. And with being so overweight, you really supposed to drink your I don't know what it's called. It's like you're supposed to drink how much? Let me see. I'm about to look it up. Okay, so it says that you should drink roughly half of your weight in ounces. So it says if you are a 200-pound adult, you should approximately be drinking 100 ounces of water each day. So I don't know how much y'all weigh, and I'm not telling y'all how much I weigh right now either. However, I want you guys to just drink a gallon of water a day, and I promise you, if you have any inflammation in your body, I don't know, you just feeling dehydrated, your throat dry, your mouth dry, your hair dry, if you're feeling any sort of dryness, You need to drink more water. Water is going to do its big one, because the more that you drink the water, the more that you're going to use the bathroom, and the more that you use the bathroom, the more that you're going to flush your body out. This goes into my next point. You want to flush your body out. So the way that you're going to flush your body out is by changing your diet. This is the biggest one for me. It's going to be the biggest one for you, because I ain't gonna lie, the diet is the biggest reason why I'm still big. Okay, it's hard out here. Food is good, especially the food that you see on TikTok and Instagram, and it's just like, dang, I want to try this new restaurant. You don't need to try a new restaurant. You need to try a new recipe at home. Okay, you got food at home. At least that's what I'm trying to tell myself. I got food at home. And if you don't got food at home, go to the grocery store and get you some groceries. Now, I am not going to recommend that everybody does low carb like me. However, an alternative to doing low carb would be counting your calories. So if you are going to count your calories, I do not recommend eating processed foods. Cut all the processed foods out. Anything that comes in a package, cut that out. And I promise you, you're going to see a significant change in the way that your body feels, because food is literally meant to give us energy. And the more you consume food that's going to drain your energy, the more drained you will feel, and the more you're going to want to sleep. Like in these past few months, bro, I have literally wanted to just sleep, and I let myself sleep. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I do, but it's because I've been not eating right. You know what I'm saying? So like, you don't have the energy. It's like, dang, I gotta sleep in order to function. You don't want to be at the function with your friends and because you don't have no energy because you eating processed food. At least I don't. So with that being said, cut the processed foods out. Also make sure to cut out any like processed sugars, like any added sugars and stuff like that. Also make sure to cut out fast food. And if you can't cut out fast food completely, just make sure you're doing like fast food alternatives. If you go in the fast food line and you like, dang, I want a burger, just take the buns off. If you want some chicken nuggets, just get the chicken nuggets without the fries. Like if you want, you know, anything, just make sure you're taking the extra carbs off so that you can still stay in your calorie intake or your carb intake or whatever, and you know that you still eating better than what you would have been if you ate the whole thing together. You know what I'm saying? Change your perspective. Here's my thing. I could literally be pressed about the fact that it's like, oh my gosh, I gained all this weight and I'm just so big and I'm just so tired, and oh my goodness, it just take me so much longer to walk a mile now. Ooh, because I could cry about it. I could for sure focus on those things, but what is that gonna change? You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm thinking about that all day, I'm gonna be back in the bed, because that's going to make me feel more sad. And like, that's the thing, like, I don't know about y'all, but like gaining weight for me definitely brought depression, and it brought like a deep sorrow and a deep sadness to me that I know has to flee. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to deal with that. I can literally make the choice today to say depression be gone, and it has to flee in Jesus Christ's name. And like, that's the thing for me. I know that this is much more than just a physical thing. It's definitely a spiritual thing, but it's also a mental thing. And like, you have to really get your mind right in regards to what you want your life to look like. Do you want to live a life where you cannot fit your clothes, bro? Or do you want to live a life where you can put on anything and it's going to look right no matter what your weight is? Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to live a life where I could put clothes on, it don't matter what it is, it just fit right. Just, I don't have to think about like, dang, do I gotta pull my shirt down because it's in my rolls or something like that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or I don't want to have to live a life where I'm thinking about like, dang, do I got like, can I buckle the seatbelt today, or do I gotta put the seatbelt over my head because it don't go on as easily as it would when I was 60 pounds down or 100 pounds down, like, you know? So for me, I don't want to go through life having to continue to tell my friends no, having to continue to tell myself no, having to continue to literally allow my weight to consume my mind so much that it just overtakes me. Okay, like, I've been overweight my whole life, but I don't have to be. Like, I'm choosing to stay here. Okay, so now when you shift your perspective and you tell yourself, oh, I have been here, but I don't have to stay here. You got it. You got it. You're literally getting it. You do not have to stay in a bad space forever. We need the bad to understand the good, and they go hand in hand. However, you do not have to stay in a bad place. So with that being said, when I finally got to the point where I was like, you know, just praying and asking God and just like, oh my goodness, like, okay, how am I gonna overcome this? I had to make up in my mind, like, no, I'm gonna fight back. Like, no, I'm gonna try. Like, no, I'm gonna, like, you know, do better. And that meant then it's time for you to get up. It's time for you to, you know, again, go be active, change your diet, you know, do all these things that I was mentioning before. So change your mindset. Stop telling yourself like, oh my gosh, I have to go to the gym, and start saying, oh yeah, I gotta go to the gym today. Just like tone matter when somebody talking to you crazy. Stop talking to yourself crazy. How about that? Okay, my next point, I really want to talk about a support system. It is so important to have people around you that are like-minded, because you are literally going to be the equivalent of the people that you have around you. So if you have a bunch of lazy people around you, a bunch of people making excuses, a bunch of people that are like, no, I don't want to do that, you might have to be the one to, you know, step up first so that you can encourage and motivate your friends to get to the place that they want to be at too. Or you could also make more friends. So with that being said, I am not sponsored at all by the Step Up app. However, I do have a community of people that are using the Step Up app and that are walking every single day. Like, these are people literally challenging each other. They have never met in person. They have never seen each other in real life. They might just know each other on Instagram, and they're just some of my followers. And it's like, bro, there are so many people online. There are so many people in your everyday life. There are so many people in your gym that you can connect with if you just, you know, be a little friendly. Say, hey girl, when you see them, and be like, oh my gosh, like, I love what you're doing. I would love to do this with you. And you can build relationships. So building community has been very, very, very beneficial to me in losing weight, because having people around you that are literally rooting for you to be like, hey Isabella, you eating like this again? Like, oh, you still got your restrictions? Okay, cool. We gonna make you food specifically so you can come over here with us and literally commune with us. You want me to be on track. You about to change what you gonna make for the night so I could come eat with you? Do you know that's pulling on my heartstrings? It's like, that's pulling on my heart. Come on. Or your friend literally is looking for a restaurant that fits your dietary restrictions. Let me make sure they got something here for you. Hold on, let me check. Let me check to see if they got that one salad you get. Hold on, let me check to see if they got that chicken and they do it like this. You need people around you that are going to be that considerate. You need people like, didn't you say you was going to the gym today? Even if they don't go to the gym with you, they still on your line like, hey, I ain't see you post. I also didn't get no check-in picture. You cool? You ain't going today? Okay, cool. What time you going tomorrow? Oh, you said 7? Oh, you going at 7? All right, bet. All right, bet. I'm gonna text you at 6:54. Like, do you hear me? You need people around you that care just as much about you as you care about yourself. Because honestly, the Bible talks about how iron sharpens iron. And like, for you to be somebody that you know can sharpen somebody else, can help somebody else, can, like, you know, pour into somebody else, you need that same energy back, okay? You need friendships and quality relationships where people are literally like, nah, bro, like, if I'm winning, you winning. Like, if I'm gonna do this, you gotta do this. Even if I don't get it, you gotta go get it, because I believe that you the one to go get it. You have to have people around you that are literally rooting for you. So let's come out of our shells a little bit. Let's make sure that we are building and developing relationships, and also cultivating the current relationships that we have. Even if the friends that you currently have aren't in that space, you can come up together. There are so many videos on TikTok where it's like, yo, me and my sister decided to take our fitness journey serious. We start going to the gym, and now look at us losing 100 pounds together. And it's like, you could do that with your sister, you could do that with your brother, you could do that with your cousin, you can do that with your old best friend. You know, you can do that with anybody. This the biggest point, and it's the last point. Do not give up on yourself, okay? That's what the enemy wants you to do, bro. That's what people who don't like you, who don't have love in their heart, that's what they want you to do. But I'm gonna tell you this now, do not give up on yourself. It don't matter how much weight you gained, how much weight you lost and regained. It don't matter what you ate yesterday. It don't matter what you ate today. It don't matter how many times you started and you failed, how many times you like, dang. Don't give up on yourself, bro. Because as long as you are breathing, as long as you are here, you have the opportunity to change your life. Take this as a sign to never give up on yourself. Oh my gosh, I be trying not to get emotional. Hey. you will fit into those pants again. You will fit into that dress again. You will be able to walk outside and not have to think about, you know what I'm saying, do this look right? You don't have to cry when you getting dressed, when you getting ready. You don't have to tell your friends, no, I don't want to go because I'm not feeling it. You don't have to, you know what I'm saying, stress yourself out overworking. This life is worth living. You feel me? I want you to know that life is worth living because God created you. He formed you. God knew you before you was even in your mama's womb. You are important. You are special. You are worth fighting for. So continue to fight for yourself. Continue to never give up on yourself. It does not matter if you messed up. Like, for real, it does not matter. You have to pick yourself up. It don't matter. Get up. You don't have to stay there, bro. Get up. I'm not sitting on the couch no more. I'm not wasting time no more. It don't matter even if I don't hit my 8K goal. If I'm at 7,999, I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be in the gym for 8 hours. You don't have to just eat lettuce. I mean, it's so many recipes that you can follow that are good recipes, that are fulfilling recipes, but it is going to take time. So trust the process. Build your relationship up with God. That's one thing I did not say. I mean, this is going to tie into this point. I would not be here. I wouldn't be able to restart. I wouldn't be able to be redeemed. I wouldn't be able to be restored if it was not for Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Like, let me tell y'all, if you have not given your life to Jesus, and if you are dealing with gluttony, if you are dealing with overeating, with overindulging, with just being greedy, give your life to Christ. Surrender your weight loss journey to Christ. Every spiritual burden, every heavy load that you are holding, that you are facing, he will literally carry it. He says, come unto me, all ye that labor. He will literally carry all your burdens, and he already has. I just want to let y'all know he died on the cross for all of your sins, and this one right here is one of them. Okay, they're not gonna tell you that overeating is a sin. I will, because it is, and it shows. This is one of those sins that you see. You look at somebody, you like, dang, yeah, this one of them. So I'm just here to tell y'all, never give up on yourself. Never stop trying. As long as you are living, as long as you are breathing, you have the ability and the know-how to get it done. And if you need a support system, I am here. I am your gym sis. You feel me? With that being said, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys got a lot from these tips, and I hope that you guys really take everything that I said into consideration, because it does not matter if you fell off or if you know what I'm saying, if you just now starting, you didn't start too late, and it don't mean that you, just because you fell off, that you can't start again. So let's do it over. Let's start from the top, or really from the bottom. Let's roll the carpet out, because we're gonna walk on it. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, where I'll be posting daily on my stories. Also, make sure to follow me on my TikTok, and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you guys haven't already, and turn on that post notification bell. So that being said, let's get to it. 2025, maybe you didn't start your winter arc right now, but it's still winter until March. So let's get to it, and let's do it, and let's get to winning together. So I'm gonna see you guys in my next video. Bye. 'Cause if your love was all